Hi, my name is Jillian. As always, I'll plead with you, watch my videos with an open heart. Paul Okoye of P Square picks a new wife. Congratulations to them. Now, I have a thing or two to say about this. This is a man who has managed to find love again. It is true that his previous marriage ended because of unresolved issues between the couple. But as you can see on social media, they are always together when they celebrate their children. From time to time, he visits Anita, his former wife, in the US to spend time with their kids. This is the most important thing. Let the separation of two adults not affect the life and happiness or the quality of life of their children. If this man is available for his children when they need him, it's all okay. After all, they live 100% with their mom by their side. That is the most important thing. So now, a lot of people have gone out there and they're dragging Paul Okoye for taking a woman who is, say, 20 years, 18 years younger than him. Personally, this is what I have to say. It is always good and relatable to marry in your age group. When one party is too many years older than the other party, I believe there is a problem at the level of reasoning. They see things differently. These are two distant generations, and that might be posing a problem in the future. But if there is understanding between the man and his wife, I don't see any problem with that. For all those of you saying that, oh, he has now gotten married to a younger woman, and I don't think that really holds water. The second thing I want to speak or talk about today in this said marriage, they are saying that he left his former wife because she was old. Then now I started digging and I discovered that Paul Okoye is 7 years older than his former wife Anita, his ex-wife Anita. Isn't that age gap good enough for a man and a woman? I think that is fair enough. I think it is good enough. There is no problem with a man getting married to a woman, just that he's 7 years older than her. This gap between Paul Okoye and a former 18 or 20, I don't know, 18, somewhere thereabout. I think this one is too much because these are people from two generations. Their backgrounds, their ideologies, their foundations are completely different. And I think that it is not very wise because that gap is just too much. Now, another thing people talking about this marriage is women should not join men to suffer, to work hard with them, because when they become prosperous, when they become rich, they will look for other people to spend the hard work with them. It is true. This is very true. That is why you as an individual build yourself, give yourself some value. Do the things that you want to do in this life, whether married or not married. Do the things that you love to do. Be who you want to be. Give yourself value. Learn many things. Get a job. If you want to build a house, do so. Do the things that please you. And do not live your life depending on the success that you would achieve in the future with someone. I came to understand that every 7 years, people's choices change. So when these 7 years come and you don't have compatibility, you don't have understanding, you don't have compromise, that relationship is bound to be shaken, because love is not sufficient. So many people feel that when they love someone, it is a good foundation for marriage. I beg to differ. At least life has shown us that you could love someone very much, and in the next 20 to 30 minutes, no, that's an hyperbole. In the next 3 to 4 months, you fall out of love with that person and you begin to hate them. They now become your arch enemies. So I think that love is not only the foundation that you need to marry. I think compromise, sympathy, understanding are some of the things you should consider before even going into marriage in the first place. If you wish to stay with someone, as you are helping that person walk to greater heights, you to develop yourself, so that if the two of you do not end up, you will not be feeling bad. Because many women of today are now saying that they can never marry a man and then struggle with the man and work with him to higher heights, because once the man is made, the man is going to forget them and then move on with other women. If you look at it in the case of Okoye, I think it is true. You can see here they had nothing. At this level, they were together. This woman stood by him for so many years until he became successful. Now that he is successful, suddenly she's not good enough for him. But now it is only the person who wears the shoes who knows what is actually going on and where it pinches the most. You do not know what Paul Okoye was going through in his marriage. You do not know why he decided to quit his marriage, especially when he did not come out to tell the world what actually happened. Even his wife, they threw tantrums here and there. There were some side talks, but you cannot say for certain what actually happened for that marriage to end. And now the fourth thing that I would like to drop on this issue. There's some group of girls out there who are hailing and encouraging Ifoma for getting married to Paul. It is all evident that she's already pregnant for this man. It is good that the supposed father of her child is marrying her. It's a good thing. But my advice to you, hailing Ifoma, who is already pregnant for a man before the man is getting married to her, my advice to you is, it is not the right thing to do. It is not the right path to follow. The right steps to take is to marry first before getting pregnant, because you may want to follow Ifoma in this and then you get pregnant for a man, but the man doesn't end up marrying you. I don't think you would like that. So for those of you hailing her, be very, very careful. Now, the final thing I want to talk about this topic is everybody deserves a second chance. Even Paul Okoye, he deserves a second chance at love. He deserves a second chance at happiness. He deserves a second chance at family, if this is what he really wants. You do not know what a man goes through when he splits up with the love of his life, with a woman they have spent many years together, and it boils down to the end. You do not know what that man might have been going through in the hands of that woman or in that relationship. So I think that people should let him be, let them be. He has suffered enough. I don't know if he suffered in his previous marriage, and he has summoned the courage to run or to walk down the road of marriage again for the second time. I think he has right to do so. I think that if that is what he really wants, we on social media can just support him. His family and friends can just be of support to him. No one knows what he's been going through in the past. He deserves a second chance, and he's gotten his second chance. So for all of you naysayers, whether you like the fact that he's marrying this young girl or not, nothing is going to change. They're already traditionally tied. I understand that in the Igbo culture, for him to claim the child the woman is carrying, he needs to pay dowry on the head of that child. What you should also know is that the woman too is bound by that same dowry to this man. She can no longer move about freely as a woman whose dowry has not been paid. So it's a two-way thing. It's not like he's just paying the dowry just because of the child. That is because he also wants the woman as well, because they are now bounded by tradition and they are now husband and wife. Well, as always, make your comments very polite and drop them on the comment section. If it's your first time on this platform, page, channel, subscribe so that you watch more of my contents. Thank you and see you on the next video. Bye.